Okay, so we're Malaysia's cashless ride-sharing service for the last mile. We aim to connect communities to the LRT, MRT, and also riders to the services that's in your community already. So we're quite different from other ride-hailing apps in the sense that we're a one-to-many service, and we also operate only in designated zones in smaller areas, basically.
What are those areas?
So right now, we're in Bangsa, Taman Tun, and Sabujaya, but we're also looking to expand to the rest of Klang Valley. But our plan is to actually link the riders to the LRT and MRT, right, which is also going to be coming up in 2016. So probably every alternative MRT or LRT station will be where a Tumpang point would be. And it's really just to connect that last mile, which we feel is missing in the Malaysian transportation landscape, basically.
So I heard you were called Bustle before Tumpang. Why the name change?
One of the reasons for the name change is because a lot of people thought we were a bus service or a shuttle service, and it's also a little bit difficult to spell because we had two T's and all that stuff. So we figured Tumpang would nicely encapsulate what the service is about, and which is ride sharing. So you can tumpang a ride with someone and so on and so forth. And because Malaysia is our home ground, so we figured that our local Malaysians would kind of understand it better. And so far, people have been. They've been getting it a little bit better than when we were used to be known as Bustle.
So you say it's ride sharing. So how does it work? And it's not a bus now, so what is it?
So we use licensed taxis in order to provide service, and we assign the riders to the available car. So unlike other apps where you might have to wait for a taxi to take your job, with ours, as long as there's available capacity within our pool of drivers, you get allocated a ride almost instantly. So the user experience is quite different as well. You select your pickup and drop-off points, and where you're headed to, basically indicate the number of passengers that's traveling with you, and as long as there's available capacity, that car is then immediately deployed to your pickup point. So you can expect to be picked up within about a 10 to 12 minute time frame.
So do you operate like 24 hours?
Not yet. Yeah. So for now, we're operating from 7 to 11, and we'll probably expand that maybe till about 2 a.m. Because mainly it's a last mile service, right? And the LRT also ends at a certain time. But we're also trying to reduce the incidence of drink driving. So in neighborhoods, you might go on to your neighborhood pub, you tend to drive there, and it's getting back home when you're a little bit beer goggles, you might be a little bit intoxicated, right? We want to try and to lower that. Yeah.
So how did you get the taxi guys on board for this ride-sharing app?
So how it works with our taxi drivers is that we provide them an alternative source of income, right? That is fixed, rather competitive, I would like to think. And we just speak to them and explain to them what the service is about. And also because generally taxis have a lot of overheads, so it's their daily car rentals, their NGV, their maintenance and stuff. So by them signing on to a service like ours, they do not have to worry about it. So far it's been pretty good. Taxi drivers are starting to understand the service, especially with the rise of more ride-hailing, ride-sharing apps. They've seen a dip in their riders so far. So taxi drivers seem to like the idea, and of course if there are any other taxi drivers that want to join us, please do get in touch with us.
So how do we find your website or your app?
You can just visit tumpang.la, which is tumpang.la, and in the next couple of weeks we will be launching our native mobile apps on the iOS and the Android stores. Right now we are a mobile web app where it has a similar experience, which is straightforward.
So how does Tumpang work? Do I pay with a credit card or cash? How is it?
Okay, so it's completely cashless. So you actually top up your account before you ride. So you can top it up via PayPal or using your online banking, so Maybank to you, Public Bank, and all the local banks. So the model is kind of similar to like a mobile phone subscription, where you actually have to top up your credits before you allocate a ride.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.